So I think this is gonna come to no surprise, but this whole thing with Kanye West has been talked to death, and honestly, I don't even really know what I have to add on top of this whole thing. I just saw something today that I think probably happened yesterday, but I was busy yesterday, so I didn't see it. So I only learned about it now. I don't know how I missed it, but I only learned about it now, so I'm here to talk about it just a little bit. I'm not gonna try to take up too much of your time, but over the past like 4-ish days, like since like the 6th, I think, which was like 5 days ago, Kanye has been kind of doing some really crazy ass shit on Twitter. And the only thing that I really knew was that he was having another crash out, right? Just like a couple of years ago when he was talking about Jewish people. I think he mentioned Jonah Hill and the fact that he really liked him in 21 Jump Street. I think they had something to do with that, and I think after that happened, he released an album. So I think what's presumably happening is that Kanye's just doing another thing where he's trying to promote an album. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. Maybe that's not what he's trying to do. But then you see some of the tweets, and then you see some other stuff that he's doing, and you kind of have to question, like, what is he actually trying to do? And so I'm gonna show you a couple of tweets that I was able to find because his Twitter account's now deleted. I'm going to show you a couple of tweets. Some of it's going to be censored because I don't think I can actually show most of the stuff that he's saying uncensored because he says a lot of messed up shit. So I think the way that this started was that it was late at night. It was on February 6th, and a lot of people were about to go to bed, and then out of nowhere, Kanye just tweets out "Free Puff," which I'm pretty sure I don't really need to explain why that's bad, but Puff, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka Sean Combs, he has had a lot of sexual misconduct allegations being thrown his way with a lot of evidence, a lot of people coming forward. There was a video that ended up getting released of him abusing his girlfriend in a hotel room. Not a hotel room, but in a hotel. And there's a lot of accusations towards drug-related sexual assault, child sexual abuse, sexual harassment, just everything that you can think of. He's probably done it. He's probably done everything under the board. And like, there's a lot of accusations being thrown his way. I think he made a tweet adding Donald Trump saying to free my brother P. Diddy, and like, already that was crazy enough, right? Already, like, that was outrageous of him to fucking say. But then he starts coming out of nowhere and he starts saying stuff like he loves Hitler, and then I'm probably gonna have to censor this, that he's a what else did he say? Oh, I'm going to normalize people talking about Hitler the way talking about killing N-word has been normalized. Hitler was so fresh. Call me Adolf Hitler and your bitch no wants to fuck. Like, bro, the shit that he was saying, like, at first when this was happening, and then when he started showing. Oh yeah, I also want to point out another thing that I saw. I saw it on Optimus's video. He then changed like his whole entire shop website, and it had like Sean John, which is like a P. Diddy merchandise. So he had like Diddy merchandise on his website, and then he was gonna give half of the proceeds to Diddy and his family. So that's crazy enough. And yeah, so back to the whole thing. Probably gonna have to censor that as well. So corn. He started tweeting a whole bunch of corn, and the thing about that was really funny to me and that I talked about with my friends was Corn is actually, or Cornhub is banned off, or banned in the state of Texas, which is where I live. So I was talking about this with my friends, and I was like, well, Kanye, if you're gonna tweet this out, and if you're gonna link it to people, you gotta link it to a website that everybody can get access to, because I can't get access to this link. I can't watch it because I live in the great state of Texas where they don't want me to actually view it because of, honestly, some very valid reasons, to be fair, but I can't actually view anything that you're trying to link. So I think that was very disrespectful on his part. But you know, if you're gonna link it to anywhere, you're gonna link it to that website. He started tweeting a little bit more, saying that white people are racist, Jewish people are actually white people and use black people, or they hate white people and use black people. That's what he said. The stuff that he was saying was just absolutely outrageous, and I really couldn't believe that he was saying a lot of the stuff that he was saying. And then yesterday he started tweeting a whole bunch of corn, like I said, and then it was like multiple tweets. It wasn't just like one tweet and it was one and done. No, it was a whole thing. Like, his entire Twitter account was just that. I think at some point he also tweeted fuck Virgil. And I didn't know who that was at first. But apparently there was this guy and he was a graphic designer. I don't really know too much about him specifically, but there was a graphic designer. His name was Virgil something. I forget what his last name was, but he was battling cancer a few years ago and he unfortunately passed away. And I think he and Kanye were very close personal friends. I think there was a story that said that he flew out to where Virgil was at the time just to give him a hug. And then he tweeted that. And so a lot of people really got upset by that. And now I'm looking at his website, and what he has on there now is just a plain white t-shirt with a swastika. And I mean, after a certain point, when I was done laughing at the absurdity of it all, I started to get a little bit concerned, along with a couple other people in my friend group chat. A lot of people were talking about how, does he have any family that check up on him? Does he have anyone that checks up on him? I think his mom used to do that back in the day, but I think she passed away like a while ago. So Kanye doesn't really have anyone checking on him. No one is trying to stop him in any way whatsoever, seemingly, and from what we're seeing, because he was able to tweet out for so long, and then he ultimately ended up deleting his Twitter account, and then he's doing the shit that he's doing on his website, or his shop site, whatever you want to call it. The absurdity of it has just gotten to the point where I think we're now at a stage where I think it's time to start worrying about Kanye and his well-being and his mental health. And I think it's gotten to a point where he's not trying to promote anything anymore. I think he's just gone too far. I think he's just gone too far, and I think it has to stop, and it kind of seems like it's only going to get worse. I really don't know what else to add on top of this situation, because it's like, we all know and have been seeing this shit go down. We've all been seeing what he's been tweeting. We all have been seeing what he's been saying, and it's messed up. It's a really crazy situation. It was funny at first because it was like, oh, it's Kanye crashing out again, but now I feel like it's gotten to the point where it's extremely serious, and I think someone needs to do something about Kanye and check up on him and see what's wrong, see if he's okay, and just something, because I don't know. I like, this can't be like, this all can't be for just he's promoting another album, because I think with what he's doing and what he's saying and how far he's going to go out of the norm, because that's basically what he's doing in this situation. He's going from the norm. He's going from, I guess, what is mainstream, and is going against the curb, and is like, yeah, this is better. Like, this is the correct thing. This is the correct mindset to have. But it's really not. He's just saying crazy shit for the sake of saying crazy shit, and that's it. So I really don't know what else to add on top of the topic, and I think that's pretty much where I want to end it off. I hope that someone checks up on him. I hope that Kanye is okay, but I think we're at a point now where I don't think anyone really gives a shit about what he's doing, what he's going to be saying. If he's just going to continue with this behavior, then there's really no point of paying attention to Kanye anymore. Yeah, he made all these albums. He made Graduation. That's like the whole like main joke that I've been seeing a lot of people say. But who really cares at this point? The Kanye that we all used to really like and the music that he used to make, that's all in the past. The Kanye that we have now, he's just lost his mind. I guess that's the only thing that I can come up with that is the most logical thing to come to, is that he's just completely lost his mind and he needs help. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I really don't have much else to say about it other than what I just said. So yeah, that's it. If you want to leave a like on the video though, I would really appreciate it if you left a like. And if you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe. I want to go ahead and give a channel shout out to Pedro360 and Renegade Enigma for being members on the channel. I really appreciate it if you guys consider joining the memberships. It'd be amazing if you did. But I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.